Hi Neha, welcome to NRI Shiro's podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So Neha, can you start by telling a little bit about your background and where you grew up?
Okay, so I grew up in Chandigarh and my parents had a transferable job. So I was born in Ludhiana and then moved to Amritsar, Patiala, but most of my life I've spent in Chandigarh. I went to school there, I went to college there, and then I came to US for my grad school.
Okay, and what inspired you to move abroad?
What inspired me to move here? Very simple, the quality of education.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was doing competitive exams for engineering entrance, I went to Punjab Engineering College and I didn't go to IIT.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking, okay, what is the difference? It's the quality of education.
Right.
And the first year in my college, I made up my mind that once I graduate, I have to do masters in engineering at a good university. And then I started looking and I figured one of the best universities or good universities are mostly in United States. And that's how, my mind was always made up that I would go to graduate school. I had thought of doing a PhD, but then I came in for a master's program and then I realized I would just let it go.
And which year was that when you moved?
I came here in 2006. Right after I graduated, I came here.
What was your journey like moving from India to the US? Was the transition difficult initially?
Transition was difficult, yes, because even during my undergrad, I was at home because I lived in Chandigarh and I went to college in Chandigarh.
Okay.
So I was a day scholar. So I'd
Right.
never been on my own. Okay. So initially it was very exciting because all of us want to leave home, right?
Right.
So yeah, I am very excited and everything, but I think I got homesick somewhere there in between.
Mm-hmm.
And also the first semester is very hard because the style of education is very different here. It's application based more than, memorizing. So I got the hang of it in like first couple of months. So first 2 months were very hard to a point where I thought maybe this is not for me. Maybe I took a wrong decision. Mummy कहती थी मत जा नौकरी कर ले. I should have done that. But no, then they actually encouraged me. I called mom and they encouraged me that, you better stick around and finish your semester and then make a call on what you want to do. And that's exactly what I did. And it got easier because, I got the hang of how to study for exams, how to manage things on my own. And I was there in like 4-5 months. The first semester and I was settled.
मेरे साथ भी similar था. So I was also a day scholar in Delhi. And then for my masters, I had to move to Chennai. So वो 2 साल के लिए initially तो मैं बहुत खुश थी जब मैं जा रही थी कि अरे अब तो
घर से छुट्टी
but actually काफी difficult रहता है. And what was your specialization engineering में?
Engineering में I did electrical engineering.
Okay.
हमारे यहाँ बत्ती बोलते थे बत्ती को
वो क्या
So VLSI is electronics.
Okay.
जैसे इंडिया में electronic semiconductor is VLSI.
Okay.
So I've been in that till now. So I am a hardcore engineer. My day job is still engineering and coding every day. So that's what I do.
तो आपने अपनी first job कौन से year में start की थी? 2008. But उस time पर issue था क्योंकि financial crisis सब.
So I got really lucky. 2008 में I graduated in May. And I was looking for jobs and everything is a learning experience, right? शुरू के 3 या 4 interviews में I just flat out got rejected everywhere. Okay, and then you sit and think what went wrong, how could you do better? And that's been now I realize that's what I've been doing all my life and that's really been helpful. Uske baad, this was end of June that I had been rejected from all the places and then suddenly I got 3 interviews in next 2 weeks and I did all those 3 interviews and the following week on Monday, one day itself, all 3 of them called me saying we want to hire you. Okay, so it was like, "Arey, ab kya?" And it was very nice ki I had rejections and now I had 3 offers right in front of me. And then I decided ki I'm going to work at Marvel Technology at that time. Ki Marvel mein kaam karungi, Bay Area mein thi. I think I got hired and 2 weeks later everything froze. There was a hiring freeze.
Okay.
No more hiring, nothing and everything. And I'm glad I joined because uske baad they were even rescinding the offers they had sent out. So I just made the cut.
Yeah.
So, because after that 2008 and 2009 was
a really
bad financial time.
Yeah.
But I think I was a new grad, very lowly paid, so nobody thought of hiring me. So it kind of worked. But it was, I was lucky to just slide in.
पर environment काफी grim feel होता होगा ना, especially when you're a grad student. I remember recently जब COVID था and जब जो ग्रेजुएट्स थे, जो ग्रेजुएट हो रहे थे बच्चे उस टाइम, उन लोगों के लिए काफी बुरा टाइम था, क्योंकि एक तो लिमिटेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज थी एंड पीपल वर एक्चुअली फायरिंग.
अपने बैच का जहां तक याद है, all those who graduated in December 2007 and May 2008 is our batch. Lot of them did make it, got offers somewhere or the other. Some of them started working at some financial institutions just for coding work and, you know, not necessarily semiconductor, but everybody settled in. But the batch after us, especially the ones that graduated in December 2000, they had a hard time.
Yeah.
So I know a few people who moved back to India. So it's not necessarily a bad thing because I know they are flourishing in their careers.
तो आप कॉलेज के एनवायरनमेंट से आप कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में आ गए, तो हाउ वाज दैट चेंज लाइक? क्योंकि कॉलेज में तो यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल अराउंड यू, तो इतना फील नहीं होता लोनलीनेस और वो सब, बट कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में कैसे चीजें डिफरेंट थी?
तो पहली चीज तो भाई, आई वॉज नॉट यूज टू सिटिंग लाइक दिस फॉर 8 hours. ओके, तुम अपना लेक्चर अटेंड करते हो, घर जाते हो, लेट जाते हो. तो फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम वाज बैक एक. बैठ के बीच में जाता. ओके, एंड बट जोक्स असाइड, दैट वाज जेन्युइनली लाइक, अरे यार इतना बैठना पड़ रहा है, ऑल ऑफ दैट.
राइट.
8 घंटे उठे रहने की आदत नहीं थी, जबकि
मुझे भी सेम होता.
So exactly, those are bigger problems that I was dealing with. But there was no, I've touched wood, never felt loneliness or lack of friends around. I've always been a very people person. So I came here and then I found a few friends who had graduated around the same time and moved to Bay Area in June, July, right? वो नवंबर में कोई तो गरबा competition में पार्ट ले रहे थे. I have no freaking clue how गरबा is done. I dance well, but I'm more North Indian, right? I have no idea. Yeah. But they said नहीं, hमें pairs में चाहिए होते हैं. I think they wanted 6.
Okay.
So and then, you know, I was inducted into the whole Garba culture, but I did it. I still think I did it in a very Punjabi style.
बे एरिया में तो I think मैंने भी कल अटेंड किया था, कल नहीं, फ्राइडे को एक गरबा इवेंट, तो उसमें पंजाबी गाने चल रहे थे.
These guys did like a Garba competition. Okay, so they had like hardcore Gujju songs. And proper garbas because they were trying to win the competition.
So
we came second. Yeah, we came second. So तो मेरा पूरा गुज्जू induction हुआ, and then you know, we were good friends. We hung out quite a bit. Everybody got married, you know, one by one. But मुझे गुजराती पूरी समझ आने लग गई थी, and I understood about Gujju cuisine quite a bit. So it was fun experience. We are still friends. Most of them, you know, we still hang around.
That's nice.
तो हाँ, तो वो loneliness वगैरह ऐसा कभी लगा नहीं.
आपने कभी सुना है लोगों का कि अरे यहाँ पर आए और हमारा?
I've heard of these people who have worked in India and come here.
Yeah.
Because older you get, kind of harder it becomes to make friends.
Right.
Or people who, you know, get married, come here, and you know, it's a cultural shock. You spend your whole day, got nothing to do.
Yeah, it's a harder transition.
It's harder transition. So it's better, you know, if you enroll in some coursework or start finding a job or enroll in some activity. So I have lot of passions or, you know, interests, I would say. So I'm a part of this running group. I'm a part of Natak. So I found Natak when I moved here. And Natak is one of the biggest South Asian theatre companies. I just online, I've been a theatre person growing up. Bachpan se I've done school plays.
Okay.
And my parents are also in, you know, cultural activities. I mean, they're bankers by profession, but they have a lot of interest in cultural activities. So my mom used to organize all these events on Independence Day, Republic Day, and all of that. So I've been a part of all of that growing up. तो उसके कारण मुझे, if I'm not on theatre, not doing theatre, तो there's something missing. After I got my job, the first search I did was theatre, Indian theatre, and you know, the first result was Natak.
Right.
So kab audition hai, I missed that audition. So the next audition I went for, which was somewhere in October or November, and I got a teeny tiny part.
Okay.
I still, you know, I was like, didn't matter, I just wanted to hang out, be a part of that whole experience. And I did that play. No, I didn't do it because that time I decided to get married, but I came back, I did another audition or something. And then eventually, you know, I started hanging out, and those are the best friends I've made in Bay Area, because you know, birds of same feather flock together kind of thing. तो अभी तक सब मेरे बहुत अच्छे और close friends हैं. And even if I, you know, I audition, I don't make it through, but I still hang around because those are the people, you know, like your friend circle.
तो तब भी हिंदी में ही होता था, थी मिक्स होता था?
Mix होता था. Sometimes we did Indian stories translated in English, or if you do Tagore, it's mostly in English, right? और हिंदी में भी करते हैं. but Hindi and English. That's it. Two languages.
हिंदी स्पीकिंग पॉपुलेशन बढ़ती जा रही है
बहुत ज्यादा. I've seen it in front of my eyes. Population बढ़ती जा रही है, लोग बढ़ते जा रहे हैं. Especially younger crowd is so much. When I came here, तो मेरे age group के लोग मुझे कम लगते थे. I always found there were people little older than me, like 5 years older, 10 years older. But मेरे age group के कम लगते थे मुझे. And then now I suddenly feel there are a lot of people who are, you know, in 20s in Bay Area.
Yeah.
So a lot of influxes happened in last decade or so, which is very nice.
Yeah.
I see ये छोटे-छोटे strip malls सब हटके apartment complexes बन गए हैं, and the traffic has become crazy and all. But it's not a complaint. I think it's all good. It's
for sure. अच्छा, तो अभी भी आप नाटक करते हो या फिर अभी आप कुछ और
करती हूँ?
Okay.
I still do. Last play I did was December 22, which was
2022. Okay.
2022. 2 साल पहले, which was a single act play, KK, one person monologue. So I was on stage for 1.5 hours, just babbling. It was good fun. It was a funny play actually.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your comedy. So when did this start and when did you realize that you have a knack for comedy?
So when did I realize I had a knack for being funny? That's
like, is it something you were always passionate about or is it something that you discovered eventually कि अरे नहीं मैं funny हूँ यार?
हाँ नहीं, ऐसा मुझे अभी भी imposter syndrome होता है कि क्या मैं funny हूँ. Improv, like I said, है ना? Grad school में improv किया. It is something we don't see in India.
Yeah.
It's very different and I absolutely loved it.
Improv पहले बता दो कि होता क्या है?
Improv क्या होता है? Improv is where you do not think of the story ahead of time. आप stage पर जाते हैं, आप audience से suggestions लेते हैं, and based on what they say, you take cues from them, and then you build a story with other friends, which intentionally or unintentionally turns out to be funny.
Yeah.
And it requires thinking on your feet, following some improv rules, which helps you build story, and generally being a bit witty to be able to take cues from your other co-artists on stage. So I did that in grad school. और एंड में ना एक improvisational workshop करते हैं वहां पे USC में. I did that and that was really enriching. But तब तक मैं graduate करके यहाँ आ गई and then I got involved with theater like I talked about, right? तो theater में ऐसा हुआ कि one of the auditions, the director thought we should do an improv style audition. And उस audition में I was with this friend from theater who had absolutely no clue about what improv comedy is.
Okay.
So improv का first बोला yes and to build on what the other person said.
Right.
That person just kept, killing my suggestions one after the other. And then, once that audition was done, मैंने तो ऐसे नहीं चलता improv ऐसे नहीं होता. He's like, फिर क्या करना है? I was like, oh shit. सबने नाटक के 8-10 लोग बुला लिए जो हमें लगता था थोड़े बहुत funny है. सबको improv के rules बताए. We 4-5 हफ्ते improv की training ली where, I kind of coached everybody. And then we did a show 6 weeks later. We just called our friends and family. Hardly 40-50 people in the audience. And the show was a hit. We were like, this worked very nice. This is amazing. This is great. And then we were having, the following year, we were having, जो मैंने बोला ना कि 10 short plays करने
right.
So we thought improv will be one section of that.
Okay.
So we did like 20-30 minute show at the end of all those plays. And that was a super hit. Okay. So by that time, I think it was 2015. And then we thought कि इसको, we should nurture it more और अलग से करना चाहिए. And at that point, तो 2015 में ऐसा कुछ हुआ, we were trying to nurture it and everything. So now I'm losing a bit on the timeline, but somewhere in 2017, तो फिर थोड़ा ठंडा हो गया 2-3 साल बाद. When we started to nurture it again, we realized that the audience for theater is very different from the audience who's looking for comedy.
Right.
And this time in 2017 or 18, when we were trying to, kind of rebuild improv again, I was getting exposed to stand-up comedy through all those videos from
Right. I think 2016 में scene काफी अच्छा होने लगा था. Right.
So, and I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. Okay. So then at that time we thought कि all the improvisers should do a 2-minute stand-up bit.
Okay.
During our shows.
Okay.
कि बीच में between 2 games or something, we'll expose them to, because this is really upcoming and people want to see that. So we were all trying that 2-minute thing. It was a hit or a miss. चल रहा था, नहीं चल रहा था. But by the time all of this got over in 2018, the decision was that Natak as a theater group is catering to a very different type of audience versus an improv group that requires different type of audience.
Right.
So we were like, what should we do? And that time there were 4 people. 4 of us decided that we should start a separate club.
Okay.
So one of those was the first guy जिसके साथ मेरा improv did not clear the audition, which was Rajiv.
Okay.
The other was Abhay, who we found through improv, and he was one of the coaches with me in improv later on. And then the fourth one was Ritvik. So me, Rajiv, Ritvik, and Abhay, 4 of us started Masala Comedy Club in 2019. Okay, so that's how it started. कि audience अलग है या थोड़ा और nurture करना चाहिए. And that time we started as improv and stand up. तो improv किया हमने. We did 2 workshops. We had a show at the end of it. But we realized the Indian audience doesn't have as much appetite for improv. Whereas, and parallel में जब हम stand up कर रहे थे, which is now our bread and butter, or which is the main thing that we offer, we realized it's a huge hit.
Yeah.
Okay, people are loving it. And I was managing improv, so I did not do stand up at that time.
Okay.
Second season I wanted to do improv, wanted to do stand up. I was writing it, but then I was pregnant.
Okay.
And my brain's wiring had changed, and I was like, मुझसे कुछ नहीं हो रहा, मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है सब जिंदगी में. That was 2019, right? And then 20 pandemic hit.
Oh.
Okay. So we took like a 2-year break. 22 में जब हम वापस आए, we did season 3. That's when I did stand up for the first time.
You did it for the first time in 2022. Okay.
Yeah, season 3 was the first time I actually did with some focus and attention. And it was received like crazily. क्योंकि सब pandemic से बाहर आ रहे थे, सब इतने दुखी हो चुके थे कि people wanted to laugh desperately. So season 1 had only 90 people in the audience, I think. And season 2 around 300 or 400. But season 3 was phenomenal. It was like 1,500 people watched us. Okay. तो हमें लगा अरे ये तो बहुत ही बढ़िया जा रहा है. You know, now there is a rhythm to everything. We have 2 seasons every year. We kind of know हम कितनी audience को cater करेंगे. We roughly cater 2,500 audience in all of Bay Area. So we've gotten into you know a place where we can plan. We know what to expect. We have a very loyal audience base who are looking forward to watching us perform. So
I think word of mouth काफी ज्यादा आप लोगों का solid है.
And repeat audience, people come back. So it's like amazing. And the best publicity is word of mouth because they watched, they like our content, and you know, they vouch for us.
That's true.
So we have grown phenomenally after pandemic in last 2 years. And then we started platform open mic because people want to come and perform. The open mic has been another place.
Yeah.
And then we do some partnerships, like किसी को अगर you know 50th birthday they want somebody and they have these
events.
Events. So we do those private events or corporate events. So we are growing and it's just you know unbelievable. Just how we started out, no idea. The first time we performed was in this room. It was a room. It was not even a theater. इसमें बस chairs लगी थी और उसकी capacity शायद 90 की थी. फायर लिमिट होती है ना जो कि 90 से ज्यादा लोग नहीं होंगे. बस एक सामने एक राइजर था, उसके ऊपर एक माइक था और रातों रात हमने शायद कोई बैनर प्रिंट करवाया कि कल शो है यार, बैनर लगाना है. It was just like just putting together things, right? And I've always managed the operations for the club, so you know to get scrambling कि यहाँ वो यहाँ करके. But अब याद करो तो it feels so nice, like you know started off, at least that's the first step to start off.
उस टाइम पर आपको रियलाइज हुआ था कि बिकॉज आपका जो कंटेंट है हिंदी फोकस में भी, राइट? तो आपको लगा था इतनी ऑडियंस है बे एरिया में?
हाँ बिल्कुल, with 100% audience है because we see नाटक, right? नाटक is also Hindi,
right?
And people come to watch it. It's already established and their audience base is much larger than us. So हमें पता है कि भाई इतने लोग तो हैं ही बे एरिया में. And you see, right, Bay Area's audience is growing because population is growing. Indian population is growing.
Right.
So we have no doubt. In fact, abhi we feel we have not tapped enough people. 2,500 is a very small number given how many Indians are here.
Yeah.
So there is a long way to go for us. तो उसमें तो हमें कोई doubt ही नहीं है कि Bay Area में. And we are the only people who are doing a English comedy, right? Because comics who want to break into the American comedy scene prefer doing
English, right?
Even though, you know, their jokes and sensibilities are Indian. We, I think, are unique in that way, that we are doing Hindi plus English, which is English, जो हम बोलते हैं.
Right.
And it's Indian sensibilities and very relatable to people because of just how we talk.
Yeah. Actually, India में भी जब stand-up का scene थोड़ा बन रहा था, आई थिंक वो 2016 का ही टाइम था, क्योंकि मैंने भी अपनी लाइफ में सबसे पहली बार स्टैंड अप आई थिंक 2017-18 में देखा था। तो जब जाकिर का कोई वीडियो आया था, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट वीडियो आई एक्चुअली सॉ कि अच्छा ये होता है क्या स्टैंड अप।
करेक्ट।
देन आई थिंक अभिषेक उपमन्यु का आया था वीडियो, देन हमें धीरे धीरे रियलाइज हुआ कि अच्छा ये हो रहा है।
राइट, वाज पिकिंग अप।
फैमिली का, फ्रेंड्स का रिएक्शन क्या था व्हेन यू गॉट इनटू स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी?
Oh, I have a very good joke on that, which I had in my set. I told my mom, मैं आजकल stand up comedy कर रही हूँ. She's like, stand up comedy क्यों? बैठने नहीं देता. So the reaction is generally positive, but they don't get to watch me because we don't release the entire bit, right? तो हम bits and pieces में release करते हैं. So they watch that, they love it. तो अच्छा लगता है. My mom, उनके साथ कुछ भी funny होता है तो वो मुझे phone करके कहती है, you can add, ऐसे हुआ. आज उसने ये बोला, आज इसने. So it's fun. But yeah, your family keeps your feet on the ground, right?
That's true.
तुम जो मर्जी कर लो, you are just a family member, right?
Yeah, that's true. तो आपका creative process कैसा रहता है? Like, how do you develop your material and like how much time does it usually take?
That's the hardest part, is to think of the topic you want to talk about, right? Because in my journey, the one thing I've realized is what matters is relatability of the content.
Right.
Okay, that's the most important thing. बहुत topics हैं which have already been talked about. So there's no harm in talking about it if you're bringing something new to the table.
Right.
Or your perspective to the table. So that is fine. But to nail down to a topic which you can flesh out for your season. और हर season में हमारा line-up show रहता है, तो you get 10 to 12 minutes stand-up. मैं end-to-end सोचूं, it takes 3-4 months. Because you have a full-time job.
Yeah.
Right? Monday to Friday, I'm busy with that. And other than the full-time job, there is another job to run the club.
Yeah.
To run the operations. Right? Theater bookings करनी है, ticketing manage करनी है. So all of that takes away a lot of bandwidth. And then you have your household duties that you have to take care of. So I'm not doing it full-time, and that's why it takes that long. But also, it's not कि मुझे 10 घंटे लगते हैं तो मैं एक दिन 10 घंटे बैठ के कर लूंगी, right? When you think of a topic, it's at the back of your mind. तो वो दिन में कभी कुछ और चमकेगा कि अरे ये भी तो लिख सकती हूँ, ये भी तो लिख सकती हूँ. So the hardest part is to think of a topic. But once you think of it, then it just becomes something in the background of your mind. तो तुम कुछ कर रहे हो तो वो चमकता है कि ये शायद ऐड कर सकती हूँ. उसके लिए you need the topic to to soak in, to let it be there in your head for 3-4 months.
Wow.
To come up with something. Yeah.
तो आपका जो मतलब स्टाइल है वो आप ऑब्जर्वेशन पे ज्यादा फोकस करते हो या लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस पे ज्यादा बेस्ड होता है?
कभी ऐसे कैटेगोरिकली सोचा नहीं कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, बट मोस्ट ऑफ माई कॉन्टेंट इज रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस. आई कांट really cook up and talk about it, how you write about it. So mostly I would say then it falls into the category of observational, right? And stand-up comedy is mostly observational.
Right.
funny लगा.
तो मैंने आपका देखा है शो और मुझे पता है आप हमेशा किल करते हो, बट मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि अब कभी आपने बॉम्ब किया है कोई सेट? कोई याद है ऐसा कि यार
बॉम्ब पता है क्या होता है? आई वुड से सेट बॉम्ब होता है, जोक्स बॉम्ब होते हैं और वो हमेशा होते हैं. ठीक है, एक ऑडियंस को कोई जोक बहुत अच्छा लगा, अगली बार वो ऑडियंस हंसी ही नहीं.
ओके.
एज अ कॉमिक यू नो दैट यू नीड टू जस्ट मूव ऑन.
पर वो कितना टाइम लगता है मूव ऑन होने में? बिकॉज थोड़ा ज्यादा
मतलब डिलीवरी करते हुए जोक नहीं चला तो अगला जोक पे यू हैव टू ब्रिंग इन द सैकी पॉइंट. हंसी आ रहे हैं, लोग हंस रहे हैं तो टेक अ ब्रेक, लेट देम लाफ. बट नहीं हंसे तो मूव ऑन, ये नहीं कि वेट करो. तो यू कैन डू दैट. तो दैट आई थिंक हैज आल्सो टू डू विद माय थिएटर एक्सपीरियंस. बिकॉज़ वी आर यूज्ड टू, आई हैव डन कॉमेडी प्लेस, तो पता है लोग हंसते हैं तो वी हैव टू डू समथिंग ऑन स्टेज टू किल टाइम. एंड यू शुड वॉच ऑल दीज फ्रेंड्स, द ऑडियंस इज लाफिंग, दीज गाइज आर डूइंग समथिंग व्हिच गोज विद देयर कैरेक्टर, but they're not talking on top of laughter. That is something you inherently develop as a skill when you are doing theater.
Nice. Do you ever find yourself adjusting your material according to audience?
नहीं, मुझे sets पे ऐसा नहीं करना पड़ता क्योंकि starting off my jokes are very clean, very nice. I never have to edit कि इस audience को ऐसा joke नहीं पसंद, नहीं. But
ऐसा कोई आपका ritual है कि stage पे जाने से पहले आप कुछ ऐसा करते ही हो?
I just want to be in a happy mood when I'm going on stage. So I make sure I am not fighting with anyone.
ऐसा कभी हुआ है कि आपका मूड अच्छा नहीं है बट आपको आज परफॉर्म करना है?
हाँ, होता है, बहुत होता है.
मतलब सेट परफॉर्म करने के बाद मूड अच्छा हो जाता है या फिर दोबारा से आप क्रैंकी? और
नहीं, it changes your in a different mindset. That anyway, so when you go on stage, right? moment you step on stage, you're in a different mindset altogether. You forget everything. You are there with the audience, you're laughing. It's like away from all the stress.
तो जब आप प्रैक्टिस करते हो, कितना प्रैक्टिस करना होता है एक शो से पहले? लेट्स से आपका शो है इन 1 month, आपने डिसाइड किया हुआ है, तो कितनी प्रैक्टिस होती है? और क्या ऑडियंस के सामने करते हो या फेलो कॉमेडियंस के साथ होता है?
That is something very specific to Masala Comedy Club which we run, right? So Masala Comedy Club, and that is because of how we've been doing things. हम जो वही मैंने बोला कि 3 या 4 महीने पहले is when we brainstorm ideas with other comics कि इस बारे में कर सकते हैं, इस बार तो हम तब लिखते हैं, फिर then we go back, हम अपना कुछ लिखते हैं, we gather each week just to see कि ये जोक अच्छा लगा नहीं लगा.
ठीक है.
तो वो सब होता है for about 6 weeks.
Okay.
And then we start meeting in person and delivering jokes. But then you have to be very careful क्योंकि ये लोग तुम्हारे जोक बार बार सुनते हैं तो हंसते नहीं है, right? And तुम्हें लगता है before your first show कि यार मेरा सेट तो बिल्कुल भी funny नहीं है. So this is what happened once. मैं गई अपने स्टेज पे डिलीवर करने के लिए, फर्स्ट शो था. मैंने सेकंड लाइन बोली, people laughed. I was not ready for it क्योंकि ये लोग हंसते नहीं थे. Because of that, हम लोग एक friends and family का छोटा सा शो करते हैं with about 20-30 people.
Okay.
So that we get fresh perspective from them. This is done about a week or 2 weeks before the show. कि कुछ wrinkles हैं या कुछ changes करने कर ले. We call it virgin audience show or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
आप लोगों का ultimate goal क्या है? Like आपका ultimate goal क्या है? Are you like just doing it for fun or do you see yourself taking this to some bigger stage at some point?
That is a question I'm trying to answer. Interestingly, that's what I've been thinking about in last 2 weeks, as in what do I want? But because we started Masala Comedy Club like 5 years ago, right? And it has grown so much. So the 3 of us now, Ritvik, Rajiv and me, we stepped out because of family reasons. So 3 of us now meet often, jitna bhi hum kar sakein, and we brainstorm on our vision for MCC, Masala Comedy Club. We do have bigger plans for ourselves and we are working towards it, but I don't want to jinx them, but our plans are to grow US wide because now we go to Seattle, we go to Sacramento. We are established in Bay Area. We are somewhat established in Seattle and Sacramento also because the first show was like house full and set. So we are trying to make all of these gigs a part of our regular season. कि हर season में हम 15 शो South Bay में करते हैं, एक Seattle में करते हैं, एक Sacramento में. We can still grow because there is a huge Indian diaspora in Austin, in New Jersey, in Boston,
Definitely.
in Atlanta.
Definitely.
I mean, why not, right? And comedy lovers, and everybody loves stand-up comedy.
Right.
And also, when you look at all these stand-up comics visiting from India, for which we open, right? I've opened for 5 comics till now, and we see there is such a huge audience base, and not just here. These comics are traveling, means there is enough audience in all these cities. Then why can't we capture them? So we want to grow US wide. We want to grow as comics. Right? How can we grow as comics? Like, should we write more than 10 minutes? How should that look like for other comics? So there is a lot of thinking and decision making and strategic planning that has to go in for all of that to happen. But we do have plans and hoping धीरे धीरे सब materialize होगा for MCC. And then my personal brand, right? I was just doing it for fun. It has never been, main source of income. So, roti kapda makan ke liye to I work, right? And this has grown in a way which I never anticipated, right? Like videos getting so many views is something.
Yeah.
I never thought of.
कितने million views आ रहे हैं आप?
I know, I never thought of it. 1.1 and the other one, I mean, there are thousands of views on others.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
I never, it's something which has been purely like a blessing. क्योंकि ये सोचकर कभी नहीं किया. So just, so right now, I haven't thought of anything for myself to be honest, but I'm thinking, what do I want to do as a comic? Right? Do I want to keep it the way it is? It's like, like a passion project. चलता रहता है. Or do I want to do something more with it? But at the end of the day, for all of this to grow, we have to keep writing. We have to keep making videos and we have to keep the audience engaged. So that we have to stick to that basic principle. बाकी जो growth है, organic होगी, कुछ intentional होगी.
Yeah.
So we are ready for that.
That's nice. तो एक चीज तो डेफिनेटली बोलनी है कि एज अ थर्ड पर्सन मतलब आई डोंट डू कॉमेडी और मैं बस एज एन ऑडियंस ही देखती हूँ आप लोगों को. मुझे बहुत ज्यादा सिंसेरिटी दिखती है सब लोगों में. लाइक तो वो काम में भी दिखता है और इन जनरल भी जिस तरह से आप लोग ऑपरेशनली चीजें हैंडल करते हो उसमें भी वो रिफ्लेक्ट होता है. तो दैट इज एक्चुअली वेरी इंस्पायरिंग. आई नो दैट मैंने अपने कुछ दोस्तों को बुलाया था लास्ट शो में एंड तुम बुलाते हो एंड यूजुअली फर्स्ट टाइम लोग इसीलिए ही आते हैं कि अच्छा तुम्हारा कोई मेंबर परफॉर्म कर रहा है तो हाँ तो हम आ जाते हैं. बट जैसे शो खत्म हुआ देवर मैसेजिंग मी कि यार सारे ही लोग बहुत अच्छे थे. नेक्स्ट कब हो रहा है इन लोगों का मुझे बताना. आई विल कम विद माय फ्रेंड्स. सो दैट इज लाइक वैलिडेशन कि भाई बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है लोगों को.
सो दैट इज अ यूएसपी राइट. लोग जाते हैं देखने दूसरे कॉमिक्स राइट. दे गो वॉच जाकिर खान, अमित टंडन, उपमन्यु, ऑल ऑफ दीज पीपल फॉर 1.5 to 2 hours. In 2 hours we have 8 comics. तो हम बहुत वैरायटी दे रहे हैं.
Yeah.
So it's not कि you're listening to same style or similar topic and getting bored. हालांकि none of these other comics that I mentioned will bore you in any way in those 2 hours. But we, being where we are, give you that variety. Right? Each of our comics has a very different and unique style. है ना. क्योंकि हम सब इंडिया में भी अलग जगह से हैं. हमारी सबकी ब्रिंगिंग अप अलग है. कॉमिक सेंसिबिलिटीज आर वेरी डिफरेंट. एक्सपीरियंसेस आर डिफरेंट. तो हम सबकी कॉमेडी का स्टाइल भी अलग है. तो लोगों को 10-15 मिनट एक कॉमेडी स्टाइल दिखता है, फिर 10 मिनट दूसरा स्टाइल दिखता है. So I think the variety is also a unique factor in our shows.
That's true. आपने बताया आपने 5 लोगों के लिए ओपन किया राइट जो इंडिया के स्टैंड अप कॉमेडियंस हैं. कौन लोग थे वो?
So I opened for Jaspreet Singh.
Okay.
Then I opened for Varun Grover. Then I opened for Zakir Khan. Yeah, so that was amazing. That was the biggest 2,500 people in the audience.
Nice.
Then I opened for Abhishek Upmanyu. I traveled a little with him.
Okay.
So I'm a huge fan because वो भी चंडीगढ़ से है. The whole style of how he talks is very relatable. I went with him to Vancouver and LA. So did shows with him. That was a very good experience because he's also listening to my set 3 times. He has suggestions. So it's very nice. I mean, they get to know you. Some of them do, some of them don't. Every comic is, some of them are in their zone.
Yeah, of course.
But he was very nice and very sweet. Other comics were also very nice, very sweet. And lastly, recently, I opened for Amit Tandon and 1,400 people in the audience. Wow. And it was I felt very confident going in because this was the 5th time I was doing this. So wonderful.
तो आप उनको सुनाते हो?
No. They trust you. I mean, to be honest, they don't really need you, right? The audience is there for them. This is just for, the audience to warm up, let people come in, settle down, everything. And then, they get in a good mood to welcome the, so that's our job. To let people settle and get them in a good mood as an opening comic. And that's exactly what we do. The comics really don't care. As long as you stick to the time because they're very strict about the time they're giving you. As long as you stick to the time, they're good.
Okay. So, the background, like education background is engineering.
Right.
And engineering and comedy, दोनों ही so to say male dominated fields हैं देखा जाए तो. You see very,
That's true.
Yeah, जैसे होता है ना over compensate करते हैं लोग to show कि हाँ like.
So here I'll talk about a very interesting thing that I also recently learnt about. So the first thing जो तुमने बोली, it's a male dominated place, right? Which is true. As an engineer, I've always been in a male dominated setting, whether it was college, whether it was grad school, offices, anywhere, right? But I've never felt out of place.
Okay.
Because that is how it has always been. I went to a girls' school. Okay, all girls convent school. But since college, class में भी ratio कम ही रहता है लड़कियों का. ग्रेड स्कूल में भी. बट कभी मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा कि आई एम आउट ऑफ प्लेस बिकॉज दैट इज द रेशियो आई हैव ऑलवेज सीन. बट एज यू grow older and you grow in your career, you start seeing these typical unconscious biases which come in at workplace, right? There some employers, they have trainings for you to be able to identify them, which I'm really thankful for because now I'm able to identify when I see these biases at workplace. So yeah, that's there. I know we try to fix them. We try to see those. So that's one thing. As a comic, it's different. It's male dominated. Yes. Why is it male dominated? Okay. And that has mostly to do with the audience. I was listening to this recording from this person whose name I can't recall right now. He's one of the legends in comedy actually. And he was saying the reason is that male audience very easily relates with the male comic, but they have a hard time relating to the female comic. Whereas female audience relates to the female comic and also to the male comic because of the emotional, you say maturity or development or the way we are. So that is why it's harder for the women comics to get that popularity or acceptance for that matter. I can't say it is true or not. There's no measure. There's no way to tell whether that's true or not. But as far as in Masala Comedy Club or in my comedy journey, if you think about it, nahi, mujhe aisa nahi lagta, being a woman comic, I have to prove myself more. I'm funny. Nahi hase to, you have to fix the joke. And that's true for all of them. Ab wo nahi has rahe because they're not able to relate to my comedy or what, I don't know. But then as a comic, it is my job to cater to all the audience that I have. I can't fix my audience. I have to fix my jokes. That's what I have in control. So no, in comedy, I've not felt that. Yeah. No preferential treatment also because you're the, the driver's city candidate or anything. No, nothing. It's like you're funny, you're on stage. You're not funny, work and fix your joke. That's as simple as that.
मैं जब किसी के उससे सुना था, तो अगर मैंने कोई जोक मारा कभी, जैसे मैं क्लास में हूँ एंड मैंने जोक मारा, तो कोई ना कोई ऐसे कमेंट करेगा, यार तो लड़की है यार, तो फिर भी फनी है यार. I was like, okay, मतलब
इंटरेस्टिंग.
लोगों का होता है ऐसे काफी कि हाँ, तो मतलब मैंने तो काफी
ऐसा हुआ क्या? मुझे याद नहीं, अंडरग्रेड में कभी ऐसा नहीं, क्योंकि मैं I don't think I was so outspoken with my thoughts or my comments when I was in undergrad. I was funny. I was the one doing all the antics all the time.
Okay.
So I was the extrovert one. I was doing I always did theater. So even in undergrad, I did a lot of theater in my college. तो वो सब मैं करती, सबको पता था कि they used to call me नौटंकी, कि ये नौटंकी है, ये करती है. In fact, final year में, I was the dramatic secretary of my college. So they give titles to all the secretaries. We have 6-7 clubs. तो 6-7 लोगों को title मिलते हैं. My title was मैं माधुरी दीक्षित बनना चाहती हूँ. Because I love dancing. But comedy was like nowhere in the picture. Nobody cared about it. But it just so happened that I'm here. पता नहीं, शायद हूँ मैं funny.
नहीं, कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, फनी तो हो. ओके, सो अभी मेरे पास 7 क्वेश्चंस हैं आपके लिए. रैपिड फायर क्वेश्चंस.
Oh my God.
लास्ट सेगमेंट.
This is my Karan Johar. कुछ तो होना चाहिए. Louis Vuitton बैग में कुछ तो डाल के देना मेरे को खूब सारा.
Louis Vuitton बैग है तो आपको तो हैम्पर की जरूरत नहीं होनी चाहिए.
नहीं क्यों? It's better than mine.
So your favorite stand-up comedian of all times और इंडियन स्टैंड अप कॉमेडियन, ये साइनफील्ड वगैरह नहीं चाहिए अभी.
My favorite stand-up comedian of all times. That's a tough one.
अभी वो नहीं. Only one.
Okay, I really like Biswa Kalyan Rath.
What's one thing people get wrong about comedy?
That it's easy to write comedy.
Okay, favorite comedy special of all time.
कॉमेडी स्पेशल
जो Amazon प्राइम और इस पे आपने देखा होगा, नेटफ्लिक्स वगैरह पे.
ज्यादा नहीं देखे, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, बहुत कम देखे हैं. तो आई शुडंट बी, मैंने ज्यादा नहीं देखे टू बी ऑनेस्ट. मतलब सब मेरी लिस्ट में पड़े हैं. सॉरी, देखे नहीं.
अपना बोल दो कि मेरा आएगा, अभी रिलीज नहीं हुआ है. ओके, योर गो टू स्ट्रेटजी फॉर डीलिंग विद हेकलर्स ऑन स्टेज. इग्नोर. Okay, and first stand-up gig, epic fail or success? I think success, right?
I wouldn't say it was a failure. It was a success because it went well and then I learned a lot. So definitely a success.
Okay, and one place you dream of performing someday? Like कोई ऐसा theater या कोई बड़ी जगह?
छोटे लोग छोटी सोच. But I would say that I opened for Zakir in San Jose Convention Center, which is 2,500 people. That would be phenomenal. Why not? Right? That would be phenomenal to do. But I can't think of Madison Square Garden. I can't think of anywhere. But yeah, so theater mein wo. But I would love to someday host a late night show. Yeah. That is my dream. Like, and because there are no women, right? There is just one woman now, Daisy. DESI. I don't really know how to say her name. Okay. She does, what's her name? Daisy. She does one day for the Tonight Show. She's so good. She's so phenomenal. And I love that, there's a woman like that making her mark. And I really wish I can.
Okay. That was all. मेरे पास और questions ही नहीं है. Sorry guys. Okay, so before we wrap up, do you want to share with our listeners how can they connect with you, and also whether it's following your comedy shows or checking out your Instagram or YouTube page?
Okay. So to connect with me, I'll look at all my DMs. थोड़ा देर से ही, मतलब I'm slow like here. So
Definitely no.
थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, 2-3 दिन में शायद एक बार चेक करती हूँ. बट इंस्टाग्राम पे मैं मैसेजेस सारे चेक करती हूँ. माय हैंडल इज नेहा गोयल 19, नॉट बिकॉज आई एम 19 years old. Somebody has asked me, but नहीं, नेहा गोयल 19 is my handle on Insta. You follow me, you want to connect with me, send me a DM. I'll definitely respond to you. And then the club that I run is Masala Comedy Club. Our Insta handle is Masala CC, MASALA. My handle, उसकी भी spelling but GOYAL 19. I think you can tag it.
I'll do
somewhere.
that.
So Masala CC पे we have all the details about our shows. MasalaComedyClub.com is the website where there are details about upcoming shows. If you want to come and do open mics, उस पे open mics की details रहती हैं. These are the 2 places you can always reach out.
आपने बोला आप इंस्टाग्राम पे मैसेजेस सारे पढ़ते हो. मैंने आपको मीम भेजा था, आपने उसका रिप्लाई नहीं किया.
यार मुझे ना ये देखो, ये एटिकेट नहीं है कि मीम भेजा तो देखने के बाद जवाब भी देना होता है. मैं ना अपने पति जैसे बनती जा रही हूँ धीरे धीरे, because he looks at everything but never replies.
सही पति पे डाल दो.
अच्छा, अगली बार से मैं ना हार्ट कर दूंगी हर चीज को, so that people know that I have looked at it.
Thank you so much, Neha. I loved hearing your experience and your journey is truly inspiring. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.